Hello and welcome to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events. Thank you so much for coming here to the Arkansas Weather Blog for your in-depth weather information. Recording this at 7:20 Sunday, April the 10th. When was the last time we were able to go through the first 10 days of April without any severe weather in the entire state? That's very, very rare. Unfortunately, that streak is coming to an end tomorrow. We are going to have the chance for some severe weather as we go into tomorrow. And there's actually going to be two rounds. I'm getting my maps ready here. There's actually going to be two rounds of thunderstorms. The first one will arrive later tonight and into Monday morning. And then there should be another round which moves across portions of the state by Monday afternoon and evening. And I think that round will pose the biggest threat in terms of severe weather. The first round may have some influence as to where the second round will form. Remember, things change and just on the small scale things that can happen in these type of events that can change what the exact threat is and where that threat's located. So just know you need to pay attention to the weather all day tomorrow, all day Monday, and know that there are things that can change throughout the day. And here's the high resolution rapid refresh model. This is what we call the HRRR. And you can see the clock here at 10 o'clock at night. Look at the thunderstorms out in Oklahoma. These are going to be pretty big thunderstorms out there, but as they move towards the east and into Arkansas, they're going to be in a weakening phase. Now, they could still be severe. There could be some hail and wind with some of these, but they're moving into northwest Arkansas at 2:30 in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. And you see some of these at 4 o'clock in the morning. You're going to be watching daybreak. You can see them stretching possibly as far south as Scott County. All this green here probably overdone by the radar. There'll probably be some rain out here and those thunderstorms out in western Arkansas. And then notice how that moves off towards the east. Now, what this may do, and again, things are fluid, can change, but it's going to lay down a boundary here. And you're going to have clouds and you're going to have rain here tomorrow morning. And we're going to have to see how extensive that cloud cover will be and how extensive any rain and thunderstorms from the morning will be, because that could influence the afternoon. If we don't get much heating and not much destabilization, that's a good thing. But if the clouds start to break apart and the sunshine comes out, that's very bad and contributes to destabilization. A lot of times, and what will happen sometimes, these will leave little boundaries where you have a boundary between the rain-cooled air and then the heating, and storms really can go bonkers on those boundaries. So that's something we'll have to watch. That's at 7 o'clock in the morning. You can see that continues, especially across northern Arkansas. And then you have some development, according to this, in the Dallas area. Now, I know I'm going to be covering up some of this map, but this is the Storm Prediction Center as a slight risk for much of the state. And then an enhanced area here across areas from near Benton and Bryan over towards Hot Springs, Mena, southward towards Texarkana, Magnolia. In this area of the state, and enhanced. That just means there could be a little more organization. The thunderstorms will be a little bit more numerous. And this is, again, two rounds, one later tonight, and then the other one, the main one, coming in as we head towards Monday afternoon and evening. So school administrators, especially in western Arkansas, should review their severe weather safety plans. And the main threat will be hail wind, and we can't rule out an isolated tornado as well. So the overall severe threat tomorrow, hail, medium, wind, medium, and then there is that tornado threat. Low, I would say, but it could ramp up, especially, I think, in southwestern Arkansas. Let me show you. Let me move this over just a little bit. This is the 4-kilometer NAM showing instability. So the CAPE, convective available potential energy. The higher the number, you see, I'm kind of hiding the scale here, but the higher the number, the more unstable the air is. And this is tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. And you can see some of that instability across Oklahoma. But watch what happens tomorrow afternoon. Again, mainly across that area that has the enhanced risk in southwest Arkansas. This is at 1, that's at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You see the front right in here. There's a boundary right in there. But look how unstable the air. The capes are more than 3,000, which is indicating some very unstable air in this portion of the state here. And there's going to be a wave of low pressure coming along this boundary. Now, where that wave of low pressure comes in and moves across the state, that's still yet to be seen. But this is showing just some extremely high levels of instability by 7 o'clock across the far southwest corner. Notice how there's a very sharp gradient here with this boundary with the unstable and the stable air. Let me see while I'm on here if I can show you what I'm talking about. 10-meter wind and direction. Okay, here, perfect. Let me back up just, well, we'll go right here. So what you're looking at here is just off the surface, wind speed and knots and direction. But I don't know if you can see these fake gray lines pointing from north to south. So there's the boundary right there. You see some wind surrounding that boundary. Then ahead of it, you see these southerly winds. And then you see a circulation right here. You see this wave of low pressure. And see that? And then it moves right here by 8 o'clock. Watch how it moves. Then it's over in here by 9 o'clock. It's over here. The thing that I want to show you is that, wherever that low tracks, you can get winds that are backing ahead of that. And what that means is they start to veer out of the southeast, out of the east or the southeast, and that can add a little more veering with the wind twisting, and that could enhance a tornado threat, especially in this enhanced area of the state. Again, so you have this turning, you have this instability here in southwestern and west central Arkansas by the mid to late afternoon hours. So let's just keep an eye on this. And again, as I told you, things can change between now and then in these types of situations. We'll have to see what happens with the storms overnight to tomorrow morning. But just watching for that later tonight. And then this area of low pressure along this boundary coming in, we'll see how that behaves and how that all that unstable air and that area of low pressure tracking across that part of the state in southwestern and west central Arkansas in this general area where, again, the Storm Prediction Center, I'll pull it right back up here, has that enhanced area. Let me go back. I got simulated radar on that there, but has the enhanced area right in there and then a slight risk elsewhere. So we'll see how that happens. This is, by the way, I'll just show you. This is this is Monday morning right here. This is, I don't have the timestamp on here, but this is the RPM, which I'm not all that gung-ho about. And I don't have the time period on there. Showing more disorganization here. But that's just one run. This is very differently from the previous run that I saw, so I'm not really kind of paying much attention to that other than the wharf, the 4-kilometer NAM and the 12-kilometer NAM. So that's what I'm really kind of watching as this event unfolds. So thank you so much for coming here to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We'll keep you updated on Channel 7, Daybreak, and of course throughout the day on channel7ktv.com and social media. You have a great evening.